What's up guys, welcome back to my channel and another video of mine. My name is Erin if you're new, and today I want to share my experience during my eye surgery that I let you guys know in a previous video. I talked about this. I wasn't I wasn't sure yet if I was going to do the surgery, being that I had the consultation first to see if I'd be a candidate. And good news, I was actually a candidate. However, I wasn't able to do the LASIK surgery. So there's two different surgeries. There's LASIK and PRK, which I'll explain in just a bit. I wanted to do the LASIK surgery just because, while it is a quicker healing process because of the way they do it, which I'll explain like I said, I wanted to do LASIK so I could just get out of there and I could see the next day and heal quicker. But I had to do a PRK surgery for pretty much like health reasons. So PRK takes longer to heal. So before I start, I just want to share with you guys this video and my experience with you guys. So if you guys had any questions or wanted to kind of know what it's like, then I hope this video helps you guys. So if you do the surgery, then it'll help you guys know what kind of will happen. I'm sure all doctors' offices and surgeries will be similar. I don't see why they'd be different, but this is my experience. So if you are interested, then just keep on watching and let's get on to the video. Like I said, I had my consultation in the morning first, and it all went well. They did a bunch of exams on my eyes. Like, they had me go through like 4 different machines to like check. I don't even know, they didn't tell me what they were checking, but I'm more than sure it's probably like the shape of your eye, the the health of your eye. That they checked like the back of your eye and all like the veins and like the signal that goes to like your brain. They check like the pressure of your eye, the health and how thick the tissue is on your cornea. At least is kind of what I got from when the doctor explained to me, because they did have to dilate my eyes actually. So the doctor went and dilated my eyes, and then that took about 15 minutes for them to dilate fully. And then he came in and checked him with the light and all of his machine and stuff again. So then he left and he came back, and he did let me know that I was a candidate for them, that I could have done LASIK, but it was not suggested. So I don't know all of the medical terms and all that, guys, so I'm sorry if I can't help you with medical terms. But I know he brought in like the pictures and he showed me like what my eye looks like, kind of showed me like the little curve in it. So I'm pretty sure it was my left eye that was good, but the right eye he had seen like some kind of like curve. It did show me like the picture. I don't have it obviously on me, but basically like it had like a curve inside, so like it's supposed to kind of go around your eye, and mine like curved down. I don't know exactly what that meant, and he probably explained it to me, but I was kind of like out of it because like I said, I couldn't see because my eyes were dilated and they were just like hurting from the light. So I was just trying to like listen as best as I could. So he said I could do the LASIK, but he believed that the LASIK might cause some complications later, so he just suggested that I don't do the LASIK and I do the PRK. LASIK is what I took from him. He showed me and he drew the picture for me. LASIK is where they like cut your cornea. So they grab like a blade or whatever it is they use. So they like cut the cornea and they leave like they make like a flap, and then they use the same kind of laser and they go inside and they burn whatever they need to the cornea to correct your vision. And then they put that flap back on from what they cut off, and then that healed. That's a quicker healing process. There's PRK, which it's like photorefractive something surgery. PRK is where they just go in and they just burn all of the cornea off of what they need to correct your vision. So there's no cutting, there's no flap, they just burn it all off. So what he told me is healing takes about 4 to 6 weeks, but it could take up to 6 months to be fully healed from the surgery for your cornea to grow back completely. I should be able to pretty much see clear by the 5th week or 6th week for sure. So I told him, I want to do this, I want to correct my vision. I was already there, let's do it. He said it was safe and he recommended I do it. So of course he sends me to the lady that gives me all the information and how to do it and how to take care of myself and all that after, and gave me my medicine. We came back, I checked in, and then the nurse gave me my medicine right away. So she gave me these drops. It's a steroid, so she just gave me a little bottle of these and told me how to use them. And then from there she walked me back onto the surgery room, I checked in with a doctor, and then he gave me some more stuff that I had to use to take care of myself after the surgery. And then he did some numbing drops. He put my numbing drops in. He gave me everything. He put me a cap on and all of that, and then I had to just go back and sit in the waiting room until they called me back. So then I waited there for about 10-15 minutes. Then from there, the nurse came and got me, pulled me into the surgery room. The doctor got on like her little machine and checked my eye to make sure it was numbed and ready for surgery. Said I was good to go. And this was just the fun part, which was so crazy. It took literally probably like 8 minutes, guys. Like, I was in there and I was out of there. It was so crazy. I expected to be in there for about 15 to 20 minutes, and it was so much quicker than that. So if you're worried about like how fast or long they take, you know, how like worried about them taking forever, it's so quick. Like, it's like 5 minutes per eye, and they didn't even take 5 minutes per eye. It was like 3 minutes, maybe the most, 4 minutes. So they laid me down. I don't even know what the heck they were doing. I just know, you know, that they put on those little like prong things to like keep your eyes open. I don't know what they look like. I just know like she grabbed my eyelids and pulled them open so they would stay open. And then from there, she laid me back, and then she started telling me she was gonna clean my eye. She disinfected my eyelashes. And then from there, I just know she started putting like stuff on my eyeballs, and she was like scraping my eye. And then she had me just looking at like their machine like right above me, and the lights were so bright, guys. Like, they couldn't turn them off because, you know, they have to see, and that was part of the surgery. And it was just in my face. My eyes were tearing so bad. I wanted to just like blink and close them, but I was trying not to freak out, and I was trying to stay calm. And I think I did a pretty good job doing that, but I just know my eyes were tearing so bad. But then when she started like washing them and doing whatever she was doing, it felt better. And then the surgery started. So she had me just look at like a light on there, like a little like laser thing, and then she's like, just stay looking at it. This is where the laser is gonna correct your vision. And then the laser started correcting my vision. The craziest part about this was I could smell them burning the cornea off. I could smell it so bad. It stunk. Like, it smelled like burnt hair and like burnt skin. Like, if you're a farmer and you have branded cows before, that's what it smelled like. It just stunk. It didn't last long. It lasted like 30 seconds, and then it was done. And she went on to the next eye, same process, and it was done. So like I said, I was literally in there for about like 6 to 8 minutes. It was crazy. And then, you know, they stood me up. She made sure I was doing okay, that I wasn't freaking out or anything, and I was out of there. Sorry about that, guys. My camera died, so I had to get another battery and get on another camera. So what I was saying was, they had me sit with the doctor and just make sure I was doing okay. He kept kind of asking me how I was doing, if I was hurting or like freaking out or anything. He made sure that I did have a driver, because I obviously couldn't drive home. The doctor did tell me that I should go home and sleep for, you know, 4 to 6 hours so that my eyes could rest. They were gonna like have a lot of they might have like they might have start burning. He said just go sleep, and then you'll feel better when you get up. Well, I'm pretty sure the Xanax or whatever that they gave me knocked me out, because literally as soon as we left the parking lot of the office, I was out. And it was about an hour and a half drive back to my dad's place. I got home, and my dad had to pretty much almost carry me inside because I was knocked out. I laid in bed, and I slept for, I think I slept for about 5 hours, 4 to 5 hours. I woke up, and I just remember like my eyes, I obviously couldn't see clear, because like they said, you're not going to see clear with the PRK. So I was able to see better, because like I said, I was so blind before the surgery, guys. Like, if I didn't have glasses or contacts on, it was like pixel. Like, it was so bad. I couldn't see. I could see colors. I could not make out like shapes or anything or letters, nothing. But I was able to like fairly see what was around me. I remember my eyes were burning, and they were tearing really bad. So they gave me these little drops, and they said I could use them for the first 2 days, so the day of the surgery and the day after. And they recommended that I don't use them after, just because they will slow the healing process. So if you get the surgery, I'm sure they'll give something to you like this. They call them happy drops, but I don't know what like the actual term. So they told me to use them, you know, so that they could comfort me, because they said my eyes will burn, they might sting, they might just like feel horrible, but not to touch them, and just to use these drops. So it's just a little tiny bottle of big happy drops. So as soon as I woke up from my nap, I dropped these into my eyes. They would actually make them feel better. They would burn a little bit when I first put them in, but then they were fine after. So I used these a lot. Like, I was constantly putting these in, and I still have a lot in there. Like, it's almost just still a full bottle. Kind of just stayed awake. I know I didn't want to sleep anymore, and it was already like, I want to say 6 or 7 o'clock, and I knew I wanted to go to bed early that night and didn't want to stay up like late. So I just decided to get up, and I went to the living room, and it was still bright. Obviously it was daylight, and I just remember my eyes were so dang sensitive to the light. Like, I couldn't be in there. Like, I was literally just like, oh my god, I can't see. I couldn't open my eyes. They were so sensitive. It felt like when you dilate your eyes. Like, it was pretty bad. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. So, you know, I said, I think I might just go back to my room and be in the dark, because I could not see. So luckily, the doctor gave me these little shades. They're just some little like plastic shades on there, and they're actually pretty cool. I don't mind them. I still wear them. So he gave me some of these to wear. They're like UV protectant, or whatever it is they call them. So I was actually wearing these in like the house or the apartment, because the light was so bright. And they did say that my eyes would be sensitive to bright light, and just to be careful, wear your shades or whatever you need to do. So I was wearing these in the living room for a while. The first day was pretty uncomfortable, I'm not gonna lie, with the PRK, but it got better. So that was the day of the surgery. They did tell me, so they gave me these little shade protectant things. I don't even know, they're like plastic. I had to wear these for a week after surgery to bed. So I just pretty much they gave me these and then some tape. So I just put a little bit of tape on them, and then I just had to put them on like this or whatever at night when I went to sleep. So these were just so I don't like rub my eyes when I sleep, or things don't get in my eyes and stuff. So I had to wear these for a week. I'm sure they'll give you something like this. This little plastic thing. They were really funny looking. My family was laughing at me, but whatever. That helps and protects my eyes. And they gave me a box of little eye drops, lubricant eye drops. These are lifesavers, guys. If you guys do the LASIK or the PRK surgery, I strongly recommend that you get these. If they don't give them to you at the doctor's, then you could just get them at Walmart or Walgreens or Amazon. They gave me a box of them. It was just a 30 pack, and they're just these little single-use containers. So that's all it really is. It's like maybe 4 or 5 drops in each eye. So they told me I could use these, you know, as much as I needed to, because my eyes were going to be super dry, and they were. After the surgery, they did put in these contact lenses, which were like a bandage for my eyes, being that, you know, they burnt the cornea off of my eye. So I had to wear the contact lenses. I couldn't take them out. They were safe to sleep with and do everything. I had those for a week. I took them out last Friday. So I don't know if everyone's like this. Everyone probably reacts differently. So my eyes were still super, not blurry, but they were obviously not clear, and my eyes are still not clear today. But they were really starting to clear up by that Thursday and that Friday morning when I went to go take them out. I couldn't see obviously perfect, but I was able to see so good and like see letters and numbers and stuff. And then as soon as they took the contacts out, it went blurry again. Today is 2 weeks that I've had since the surgery. I could see better. It's not as bad as when I first came out, obviously, and then last Friday when I took the contacts out. So my vision is definitely getting better and progressing. Like I could see far and stuff. It's not the clearest, so it's not crystal clear yet, but it is much better, and I'm not as uncomfortable. The discomfort's gone away. I'm still using these refresh lubricant drops. So like I said, if you decide to do the surgery, just make sure you always have a pack of these. I always throw like a bunch of them in my purse. I have them with me everywhere. I keep a box by my bed. So they come in like packs like this that you could just rip off. So I keep a box, you know, in my room, a few of them by my bed, because when I wake up in the morning, my eyes are so dry, like I can't even open them. So I have to, like, you know, drop them in there and then they'll be better. That has been my experience so far. I'm hoping that my vision will be hopefully crystal clear by next Friday, 3 weeks after. And then I have my 1 month checkup coming up this month in a couple of weeks. And yeah, I'm just hoping that I'm able to see crystal clear by the time school starts, because I do not want to be blind teaching students. That has been my experience, guys. If you have any questions, go in and throw them in the comment. I probably forgot some things, but I'm pretty sure I got everything. Like I said, I told you since the day of the surgery till now, 2 weeks after. If you decide to do it, go for it. It is very pricey, I'm not gonna lie. If you have any like questions, or if I didn't hit on something that you wanted to know, throw it in the comments and I'll respond as best as I could to your question. So far that's probably been the best investment that, not really I made, but you know, that I've done, a procedure that I've done, just because it's so nice to be able to go to bed and not have to like go take my contacts out and like wash them, throw my glasses on and clean them. And I think the best part of it is getting up in the morning and being able to see and not having to put contacts on. You know, contacts took another like 5 minutes or whatever in the morning for me, washing them and adjusting them or whatever it was. That is it that I have for my experience. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, if you have any more comments or questions that I didn't hit on, throw it in the comments. I'll respond. And until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.